Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advance. This game was played in the Women's Chess Olympiad 2024 and this game is very insane. It's a fabulous attacking game with the white pieces. Of course, the current World Cup winner, the recently titled Grandmaster, we have amazing Divya Deshmukh, and with the black pieces we have veteran Grandmaster, and this is absolutely a battle of generations because she's playing with black pieces. We have a veteran Grandmaster from Armenia. We have Alina Danyalan, and definitely this game is going to be one insane game. So without further ado, let's start with this game. We have e4, e6 going for the French defense, d4, d5, and just e5 going for the advanced variation. We have c5, but here just c3, and here in this position, knight to c6, knight to f3, bishop to d7, and here we have bishop to d3, queen to d6. Just immediately going for the main line, we have castle, c captures, and here just going for rook to e1, not even bothered to capture back that pawn. We have rook to c8, and here in this position, knight b2 was played by Divya, and Alina goes for knight ge7, and here we have knight to b3, and finally Alina just captures the pawn because it's been hanging for a bit too long. She goes for this d caps on c3, and here just b caps on c3 by Divya, and we have this knight to a5, just trying to trade and maybe just ruin the pawn structure or fixing it in this case. Here we have rook to a1, just very nicely pinning this, but now just knight caps on b3, and we have this rook captures attacking the queen to c7, and here now a very nice queen to e2, and here we have knight to c6, knight to g5, and an immediate knight to g5 because the main theme of actually playing French defense is you want to attack the king side. Yes, you castle this side, but this is the side that you want to attack from, while black is struggling to actually develop pieces and playing on the queen side. What you want to do is you want to get the bishop here, get the other bishop there, try to push those pawns and try to attack on the king side. So here just knight to g5 was played, but just knight to a5 attacking the rook, and now there's a very nice idea in this position because as you can see from our friend here engine, it's suggesting some very interesting lines. Amazing line here by going for queen to h5, sacrificing the exchange, and and now here in this position, you could actually try to play g6, but then you can see that this also threatens the same thing, so there's no point in going for that. So now if you do decide to capture the exchange, just queen captures, and here once the king moves, now you just capture the knight back, and now if a queen tries to get a little bit greedy, now you go for this knight captures on e6, bishop captures, queen captures, and here after bishop to e7, now you just play bishop to f5 targeting that rook, and once the queen moves back, you play queen captures, and after bishop captures, king captures, you can see that white is up a pawn and also in a completely winning position because here this pawn is going to be very easy to push, and also when you have same colored bishops, you know that you're not going into a draw. So here after knight to a5, we have rook back to b1, maybe just trying not to go for that, maybe it was all part of theory, or maybe just I could be wrong, but here in this position just bishop to c6, and we have this very nice knight captures on h7 because Alina definitely did allow it, because if you're wondering why can't you capture it, if you capture it and bishop captures and you're wondering that you could like what happened to Bobby Fischer, but that is not happening in this position because you have this very nice h4, and here if you play a move like bishop to c5, you have h5, so that bishop is eventually going to be saved. You cannot play a move like this as well because en passant, and here you can just capture all of this, and it's just completely going to be over, so you cannot do any of that. So here knight captures on h7, we have bishop to e7, just developing the bishop because you could just trade, and black will lose his castling privileges, and the king will get much more into a deeper hole that you don't want the black king to be in, that already he is. But here just queen to g4, a very nice move here by Divya, not going for, like, there is no reverse care, she is just absolutely going for attack, and that's that's exactly where she thrives in. She goes for aggressive chess, she goes for that, and she absolutely plays the best moves. And here g6 was played, but now just knight to g5, and here bishop captures, but just bishop captures, and here king to d7 was played by Alina, but unfortunately it isn't enough. And what do I tell you, what do I always tell you, whenever the king is still in the center, I always tell you to open up more lines, and that's exactly what she does in this position. She goes for c4 and trying to open up lines. Here Alina does the mistake of actually decaptures on c4, and in this position I think one of the one of the best chess moves and one of the best attacking games this has been. I mean, from the opening, and now she goes for an absolutely beautiful Tal move in this position. I'm gonna ask you to pause the video and try and find out the only move in this position which gives white the advantage while I give you a couple of seconds. So congratulations to everyone who's able to who's able to find this move, and Tal and Judit Polgar, they would be absolutely proud by this move. The move is bishop caps on g6, and it's such a beautiful move. I think I'm going to use this for thumbnail as well because it's such a beautiful move. Because if you capture this, I mean, all hell would break loose. just rook to d1 check, king moves, and now just going for queen to e6 check. King moves, queen to f6 check, king moves, queen to g6 check, and now queen blocks, but here just queen to e6 check, and you're losing that rook. Queen to s7, queen captures, and here if you block with the bishop, then just rook jumps in. Position is absolutely lost. You can just resign in this position. Rising it here, and she goes for rook c to f8, but now just comes bishop to e4 back, and if you trade more pieces, you're just down a pawn now. King to c8 was played, trying to get the king into safety, but here just bishop to f6, attacking the rook. Rook moves, attacking the queen, and here just going for queen to f3. And here we have king to b8, prophylactic move, nice prophylactic move, but you don't have any moves in this position. I mean, how are you ever going to make any progress? Here just h4 was played, and now all Divya has to do is wait for black to do something while she just pushes her pawn to victory. King to b8, but now just h5, bishop caps on e4, rook captures, but now just going for c3, we have h6, c2, and rook to c1, and here queen to d7, but now h7, and here just rook blocks was played, bishop captures, rook captures, and just going for queen to g4, just trying to go for that, and that would absolutely end it. But here a very nice queen to d2, but this queen to d2 unfortunately doesn't work, and Divya absolutely goes for the spectacular queen to g8 check. Now if you capture, I bring another queen, and it's completely losing. Here we have king to c7, but now just rook e to e1, and here just queen back, but just rook captures on e2 with a check, and knight blocks, but just queen captures on f7. We have queen to d7, but here just queen captures, king captures, and just rook to d1 check, king to e7, and here just rook to b1 was played. Let's move on, just move 40, that her opponent, veteran grandmaster from Armenia, Alina Danielian, resigned the game, and she got this spectacular victory in just 40 moves, and with a beautiful attacking sequence. I mean, that bishop caps on g6 was such a beautiful move. I mean, if at this age she's sacrificing like Tal, I think it just in a few more years, she has the potential to become the best player in the world, and she has been showing it for a while now as well. And we do hope she becomes as well, because she has been playing spectacularly, and these games are just so absolutely amazing to watch. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back with games like these, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Thank you all.